cured. I don't know if I got cured from the dyslexia, but I don't see jammed up words anymore, and I'm more fluent in how I read.
I like that. I like that. So with dyslexia, it seems
there
as
you
though
go. You got it. You got it, brother, man.
People,
you
thank you. I think I got dyslexia too. I probably got it too. I'm sure I got it. I ain't tripping. I got it. It's cool. I'm your brother from another mother. So with R. Kelly has the same thing. It seems like people with that dyslexia, they might be more of a creative than they are maybe smart in terms of books, but they're very creative. Is that seem to be the flow when it comes to that, issue when someone's diagnosed with that?
I wouldn't use R. Kelly, but we're gonna use R. Kelly anyway. Fuck it. Because he got a lot of other attributes that I don't want to attest to dyslexia. But yes, you're absolutely right. The thing is, when people with dyslexia look at words, what our brain is actually doing is trying to formulate things based upon what we're looking at. And our brain is always working. And you just said exactly what I thought years ago, bro. I'm like, okay, the thing is, I never was diagnosed officially from a doctor with dyslexia. But when I look at all of the attributes and all of the characteristics of this thing, I experienced wholeheartedly. So at the end of the day, I look at it like this. A lot of people with ADHD, which this shit was just made to fuck up in the last 20 years, that's a fact. People with autism, all of these things, these people are very creative in a way where that's how the human brain is supposed to think, bruh. See, at the end of the day, we have society telling us how to do things. We have society telling us when to say things, when not to say things. And it suppresses our natural abilities to do and say what needs to be said. And that's what leads me into my YouTube channel, the Black Non-Democrat. And that's why I get a lot of flack and pushback on what I say, is because what I say is natural order. What the Democratic Party and the government and society says is to suppress your natural order. And our natural order, as being men and women, is men lead, women follow, women teach, women get all of it from the man. They teach the children, and that's how we have a prosperous society. But this government don't want that. This government want chaos. This government want dysfunction. And that's what I'm all about on that channel, the Black Non-Democrat.
I like that. All right. Yo, if you are just joining us, you are tuned in to the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here with the one and only Dutch, the creator. I like it. I am feeling it hard on the Pimp Game Podcast. So you mentioned your YouTube channel. You mentioned you being a Black non-Democrat. Speak to those folks out there who may not know. They might not be a political person like you or Donald Trump, somebody like that. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, all of that. Give us the difference between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. What's the difference between the two?
Now, the thing is, the reason I named my channel the Black Non-Democrat is for that question right there. It's to start the conversation. See, the thing is, when I say I'm a Black non-Democrat, I'm essentially saying that I am not a part of the 96% that vote for Democratic Party on a daily basis or every 4 years for the last probably about 60 years. The thing is, I always said no one party should never have 90% of the vote. That if one party has 90% of the vote, bruh, something nefarious is going on. At the end of the day, one party is telling you that this party is racist. Cool. That's cool. That's all gravy. But what are you doing for us? How aren't you racist? Tell me that. See, when Biden was running for president, he basically told us, vote for me. Check it, bro. Vote for me to get this guy out. But he never told you exactly what he's going to do for you. He's never told you what policies he's going to put into place. Ice Cube came with something called the Contract with Black America, right?
I remember that.
He went to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump heard him out, and Donald Trump said, I'm going to implement that. I'm going to implement that. And then he went to Biden, and Biden said, hold on, we're gonna look at that when we become when we win the election. You see,
get office, right?
And he gave him this platinum plan, which in that whole name right there is just racist. Platinum, bruh. They look at us. Oh, the niggers like platinum, so we're gonna call it the platinum plan. See, right. It's a stereotypical thing to where I'm trying to tell people with the advent of this channel, I'm trying to tell people that, look, the Democratic Party has never been about us. It's never wanted us to be beyond what they think we are. And they think we are scum. They think we are black, and they will tell you without a shadow of a doubt that you are black, you are a victim, and you will never, ever, ever, ever get up in this game. And when you tell me, okay, why are you telling me about the Democrats and not the Republicans? See, we already know the Republicans ain't for us. So why am I going to get on the video and say, hey, the Republicans ain't for us?
Right.
It's stupid. We already know that. Ain't no use of telling you about something you already know. What I need to tell you is about that demon ass Democratic Party, and I call them the Democrats, because they sit there and this what goes on my channel right now. I had to niche down to exactly what the issue is with our community specifically, and that is the Democratic Party's glorification and push of single motherhood amongst our women.
So let me ask you this, because I've always wanted this, and I'm glad we're talking about it. In terms of racism, when it comes to the Black Party, Caucasian, whatever, Asian, Chinese, whoever, it's always in my belief that the elites of the world, the billionaires of the world, the people who make the world go round, right? Who we don't know, we never see their faces, that they push racism. They push racism hard down onto the people, to the poor people, what have you, middle class, whatever. But to me, they don't care about it as much as they actually push it. Do you share that same sentiment, or you have a different feeling about that?
No, you're right up my alley. The thing is about politics is this. Poly is one. That's one person, right? That's just one. And the thing is about a tick, what does a tick do, bro? It clings on to you. It sucks your blood. You know, I live out in the suburbs right now, or rural area in Calvert County, right? And I got nothing but woods and everything behind me. And my kids are always getting these ticks on them. And we got to make sure that we get them off, because they will suck your blood, and they will ultimately, if you have enough on you, they will kill you. You see, politics is a shady game, bruh. And that's why I really moved away from, when I started the Black Non-Democrat, it was in response of a channel that I had, that I still have, that's my baby, which I started on YouTube with, was called Dutch Talk TV, right? And, you know, I that wasn't a success because, you know, I kept fighting that algorithm, you know, that YouTube algorithm will always win. So what I had to do was, I had to start a whole new channel, and I had to hone in on exactly who I am and what I wanted to, you know, talk about, what message I wanted to convey. So the through line of everything I've been talking about for the last 8 years on YouTube was Black family. You know what I mean? Black nuclear family. And if you don't know what a nuclear family is, it's mother, father, children, period, unit. You know, we're not talking about no LGBT. We're not talking about no two mothers. We're not talking about two fathers. We're talking about a male and a female, a real male and a female, and their children, raising them together. And if you do your research right now, and I'm a stat-based YouTube channel. I don't just say shit just to be saying it. If you do your research right now, you will understand that most children that come from a single mother home, and here I say mother, you see, and I'm going to explain that later. Single mother home usually don't graduate high school, usually are depressed, usually will fall to gun violence, usually will go to prison. Most people in 93% of people in prison right now are from single mother homes. Now, am I saying that every person that comes from a single mother home goes to prison? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is most people from a single mother home goes there. Most people from a single mother home drop out of high school before the age of 16. I dropped out of high school at the age of 16, bruh, from a single mother home. I'm that statistic. Most single mother homes produce children are having children, period, at a young age. These women, these little girls are having babies at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You see? So I noticed that when I went into this Democratic, party type thing, and I was like, I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about what the politics done to our community. And that's what I've been doing for the last 5 months.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So let me ask you this, because I've always wondered about this in terms of the Black family. Maybe you could allude to it because you brought it up. So I love that. So I wanted a perfect segue into it. How do we stop the destruction of the Black family, where you got these women, even though they might marry us, they're divorcing us real quick, rapidly. I'm talking about within a year, 6 months, whatever. They find a number in your pocket, they divorcing you, all of that. Like, how do we stop that when the government, society, they incentivize them by giving them what they get alimony, they get child support, spousal support, all of that. It's no benefit for a man getting married now. How do we stop that? How do we stop that? Does the Creator, how do we stop that?
We stop that. And before I say what I say, Black women out there, I love you. I love you. I want to preface that. I love you. I care for you, and I would not have started this channel without any of that. I want to preface that because what I'm about to say is tough love. They call it bashing, but it's not. It's not bashing. It's putting a mirror up to our community. It's putting a mirror up to our circumstances. And that circumstance is poverty. That circumstance is fatherless households. That circumstance is the glorification of single motherhood. I didn't say single mothers. See, they hear single mothers when I say single motherhood. See, single mothers are the byproduct of single motherhood and the glorification of it. You see what I mean? See, we have this ideology in our community where our women think they don't need a man. You heard this saying, I don't need a man.
Yeah.
Men ain't shit. My baby daddy ain't shit. These terms was not created by our women. These terms was bestowed upon our women. You see, I play a clip on my channel on my videos all the time, bruh, where these girls from the 1980s literally said, I don't need no man. I don't need no man to take care of me. I'm good. As long as I got my government assistance, I'm good. As long as I got my public houses, I'm good. My Section 8, I'm good. My food stamps, I'm good. My child support, I'm good. And that right there, bruh, is with the Democratic Party alone. See, when we talk about this Republican Party being racist, but the Republican Party literally leaves you to your own devices. They don't want to fuck with you. They don't like us. They don't want to deal with us. They want to leave us alone. I'd rather be left alone than fucked with, than told, I'm about you. I'm about your race. Oh, vote for us. We'll make sure that you. No, I don't want that, because you're smiling in my face And at the end of the day, the last 40 years has not shown anything. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that it's the woman's mentality right now. It's their mindset, bruh. I read a book, As a Man Thinketh, long time ago, and I try to tell women about this book. It's a quote in there. It says, "You are not your circumstances, but your circumstances will reveal who you are." At the end of the day, that shit is passed down behavior of single motherhood in our community. And once these women start being held accountable for the decisions that they make, being that they are the gatekeepers of sex and life, bringing life into the world, they got to be held accountable for the decisions that they make on who they lay down with and have a baby for. Because right now, over 51% of Black men don't even have kids. And 30%, yeah, 30, and you're part of that. Thank you. Oh, I love that. 30% of us are married. I'm married. I've been married for the last 13 years. I have 3 daughters, 19, 14, and 9. You see what I'm saying? Precious little beings. And that's why I do what I do, to make a better world for them, to let them know that their decision making is the end all be all. It's the domino effect, bro. So they come to my channel and say, these men ain't shit, they need to wear condoms. But you, that's your body. That's your choice. You told us that when you having a baby. You need to tell us that when you conceiving that baby.
So I like that. That was really well said. Well said. One person I did feel like who did hold the ladies accountable, and he was, he was really ostracized for it. They wanted to cancel him, was the late, great Kevin Samuels. He really put it to these women. Even me, I thought a woman could go have a child with, Tyrone down the street. Then she could go, marry him, break up with him, and go get a dude making $500,000 a year, until Kevin Samuels actually got on his show and said, "Oh no, you only get as high as your baby daddy. You don't get a chance to get a man making $500,000 a year, and you already have a child." It don't happen like that. That really opened my eyes. Did that open your eyes when you heard, or when you first, tuned in to Kevin Samuels?
The thing about Kevin Samuels is this, bro. I love Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna preface with that. But Kevin Samuels got all of his whole platform and talking points from a man that a lot of people don't like to say. And Kevin Samuels never said his name on this show. His name is Tommy Sotomayor. And a lot of people have not heard of Tommy Sotomayor because a lot of what you see on YouTube right now, bro, with the red pill, with the manosphere, with all of that, bro. Kevin Samuels, all of this, single mother, every, I guarantee you, bro, every red pill, what's your boy's name? Fresh and Fit, all of them. Kevin Samuels as well is birthed from this man, Tommy Sotomayor. And I'm going to say his name. I don't care how big I get, and I understand that by saying his name will tarnish a lot of shit for me, but I cannot utter the shit that I say on my channel without mentioning this man's name, because before I listened to him in 2013, bro, I was the pro-black, what up, queen, putting this woman on a pedestal every chance I get. Look. Anything she do is because of the white man. It's because of this Democratic Party. It's because this woman need to be protected. She a queen, man. Fuck that. At the end of the day, we got to hold these women accountable. And for all my women out there who understand where I'm coming from, that come to my channel and be like, brother, I understand exactly where you're coming from. They understand exactly how I feel. And with this, I just put out a video today. Matter of fact, I went live earlier today on my channel asking women to come debate me because I made a huge statement. I said single motherhood destroyed the Black community. And as I get bigger, because I told you last 5 months I've really just been getting traction on my shit. So as I continue to do these things, and do these lives and welcome these women. I want to talk to single mothers. I want to debate single mothers. At the end of the day, prove me wrong. Because I said on my live today, I said, as long as I have common sense, reason, logic, and history, facts on my side, they can never prove me wrong, brother.
I like that. I like that. Yo, if you are just tuning us, if you are just tuning in, that's right. We're live on the Pimp Game Podcast. We're here with one and only Dutch, the creator. I like it. So let me ask you this, Dutch, because I've been wondering this. I know you got a little brother that raps and this stuff like that. Y'all got this thing called mob-ish. Explain that to us. What's up? Is that on some John Gotti type stuff? What's up, Sammy the Bull? What's going on with mob-ish? Tell us about mob-ish, because I know you got the tattoo, but I don't know what it is. Tell us about mob-ish.
I want to say this to let everybody know. I'm not a part of mob-ish record label or anything music, anything my brother has going on anymore. Okay. And this is probably my first official notice to people, you know. I wish my brother I wish my brother everything, right? My brother did 13 years in prison, and he fell under the tutelage of that Biden administration 1994 crime bill, where they made sure that they put every young black boy in prison. I will never take his struggle away from him, but we decided to part ways based upon irreconcilable differences. Okay. I'm basically, what you see right now is Dutch the Creator. That's a new brand that I'm trying to build up within myself right now. I built the mob-ish brand since 2010, and I'm always going to be about what mob-ish stands for. Mob-ish stands for the motivation of Black intelligent sound and harmony, and I'm always going to be. I'm never going to get this. I don't care what I go through with my little brother. The message is always the message. And the message is helping and providing opportunities for young Black men. And we go back and forth on what a man is. A masculine man is a person that creates opportunities for the next man, period. If you're not creating opportunities for the next man, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in this game. At the end of the day, it's all about Dutch the Creator right now. And Dutch the Creator has so many skills. Like I said, I'm a jack of all trade, and I mastered every fucking thing. I'm an audio engineer. I'm a father, a great fucking father. I'm a husband, not such a great husband, but I'm working on it. We always working on it, right? We always working on it, right, brother? And at the end of the day, I acquired a lot of skills throughout the last 13 years that, if wasn't for my little brother bringing me into this whole mindset, I never would have discovered what I do right now. I'm a graphic designer, only been doing it for 2 years, and I think I'm the best at it, period. If you don't think you're the best at what you do, you need to get the fuck out of the game. Shout out to my man Bleak. We just started the Truth is Controversial podcast, where we talk about hip hop topics, which I was, like you just mentioned, I was in hip hop for over 10 years. I understand the contracts. I understand the beefs. I understand what it takes to be an artist. I understand how to promote artists. I understand the ins and out of this music industry, along with my man Bleak. He was in the same position that I was in, and we decided to come together to create this podcast that you can find right now. We're on show 7. We just put show 7 out today. Show 6. I'm sorry. Show 7 will be part 2 to show 6. So we just put that out today, but you can find it on all podcast platforms that you listen to, Spotify, Apple, whatever. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm always going to be mob-ish mentality, but I don't have anything to do with my little brother in no shape, form, fashion. I don't know what he has got going on or anything. You'll have to interview him for that, brother.
Okay. I respect that. I respect that. So today's topic of the show is Bob Lee, the founder and CEO of Cash App. He was killed recently. I really wanted this topic to be when you were on the show because I just felt you would have great insight on it. What's your thought on the murder? Let me not say murder. Bob Lee, the founder and CEO of Cash App, being killed. Is it just a coincidence or what? What's your thoughts on that?
I've done some research on this, and I'm glad you brought it up. And speaking of Cash App, you guys can go to my Cash App if you want to donate to the Black Non-Democrat. It is Cash App sign, Dutch the creator. But at the end of the day, I love how you did that, brother, because that just hooked me up. And look, shout out to all the people who have been sending me Cash Apps. I just started the donation portion on my channel because people have been asking me, and I said, once they ask me, I'm a fucking ask for the goddamn donations. So this guy got stabbed up, bro, and he was actually walking outside of his crib trying to get help. And I think he knocked on people's doors. They called the police, and it's so unfortunate because I hate hearing stories where the person that has something done to them is still living and talking and doing all this. And I don't mean to sidetrack. But I just want to tell you the principle of what I'm talking about. So I was looking at this video of this baseball game a couple of years ago where the ball went in a foul, right? So the player went to pick up the ball. This guy had brought his son to the ball game. So the player threw the ball for the guy to catch. So he's, trying to catch it, and he goes over the stand. And it was like a 20-foot fall. And he fell. And when the ambulance got there, dude was coherent. He was talking. He was like, can you make sure my son is great? Before they got to the hospital, he's dead. And that's what I'm talking about. I hate when I see that the person is coherent and talking and then they die. Because this guy, he was walking around. He got stabbed. He was walking around and he just died from the blood loss on the way to the hospital. Now, with my research, they said they made an arrest of another tech guy that basically stabbed him. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but shit getting gangster in the tech world, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Crazy.
They stabbing niggas they stabbing dudes in the tech world, man.
Wow.
That's like Steve Jobs and
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Real
right?
crazy.
This whole shit is crazy. I want to know why though. You know me, I'm an analytical person. I want to know why. If you was to stab this nigga, why would you stab him? What's the reason? I don't know.
Wow. That is Dutch thoughts on the killing of Bob Lee, founder and CEO of Cash App. So if there's a young boy out there, young girl out there want to do their thing like Dutch, the creator, graphic design, motivational speaker, all of that, podcast, doing his thing, master of all trades, audio engineer, all of that, what would you prescribe to them? What would you tell them they need to watch out for? Maybe what would you tell them they need to work on if they want to be on that level where they master everything?
First of all, if you want to get on YouTube, you got to understand the YouTube algorithm. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're talking about, I don't know why I got a random spoon here, but I got a spoon. If you want to make your whole channel about this spoon, you better learn the YouTube algorithm. And I don't have time right now to speak on that, but it's YouTube videos that will literally tell you how to do this. Look, bro, I've tried to make a name for myself for 8 years. And probably, along with building another brand, like with the Mobbish thing, it kept me from doing what I needed to do, for my brand. And now I don't have that anymore. Now I get to, focus on my own self, right? So at the end of the day, I tell people this: study what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. Just study everything about what you're doing. If you study everything about what you're doing and not let the naysayers, because a lot of people in my immediate family, a lot of people around me, bro, they didn't believe that I will ever do what I'm doing right now. I get over 50,000 views a week on my channel right now. I get probably 30 subscribers a day. Bruh, my analytics is off the fucking chain. You see, my impressions are over 200,000, and impression click through is 8%, and on YouTube, I think the average is fucking 1%, bruh. So I'm at 8%. I have at least 3,000 people returning to my videos. I see all of this in the analytics, and that's basically hard work and understanding this algorithm. At the end of the day, I will tell people to whatever you're doing, graphic design, commentator, content creator, digital creator, just focus on what you're doing and study what you're doing from every aspect of what you want to do. And I guarantee if you do that and you stick to it and you be consistent, I guarantee you will be prosperous, period.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So if anybody wants to work with Dutch, the creator, maybe they want graphic design, maybe they need an audio engineer, maybe they need you to come to their school or college, Morgan State, whatever, to go do some motivational speaking, talk to the youth. How do they get in contact with Dutch, the creator?
You can always email me, dutchtalk.tv@gmail.com, or you can always go to any one of the three of my Instagram pages. That's Dutch the Creator. You got Dutch Talk TV. If you want any insight, or you want me to, do a logo for you, and I do it all. I can do it all. I don't care. Even if I didn't do it, I'm going to learn to do it, and I will fucking present it, and it will be great. Period. That's what I do. I'm great. Now, at the end of the day, it's called Apex Graphic Design, and we are top of the food chain quality design. I don't do the quantity. The thing is, quality of my design is epic. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And I don't even got my degree in this yet. I'm going to get my degree, but fuck that. This shit, if you look at my shit, you will be like, God damn, this nigga been doing it for 20 years. I only been doing it for 2. And if you want anything done, just hit me up, dutchtalk.tv@gmail.com, or follow me on Instagram. I will definitely hit you back, and make sure that you guys follow the channel. Go subscribe to the channel, Black Non-Democrat, the Black Non-Democrat, and the Truth is Controversial podcast.
I like that. I like that. So, any final thoughts for your fans who've been rocking with you from the sandbox, and people, your brother, Mob-ish, all of that, when they knew you doing that, when you was doing audio engineering, all of that? Any final thoughts for your fans before we sign off on Pimp Game?
I just want to say this, man. It's been a long time coming. I'm about to be 40 years old next year. And I started in this YouTube game when I was 32, 33 years old, man. And this content era is where it's going to be. Like, this, so much content is coming out. And at the end of the day, y'all need to let me know what you want. Y'all need to let me know how you want it. I go on my community tab all the time and do little polls. I need to know where you want me to go with it. At the end of the day, I'm here for my audience. I know my audience, and that's what I'm gonna tell people. Know your audience, know what you want, know what your audience want, and give it to them. It's not about what you want, it's about what your audience want. Always remember that.
I like that. I like that. And yo, let everybody know who you chilling with.
I am chilling with my man Kenny D from the Pimp Game podcast.
All right. And that concludes our show for this evening. And before I let you go, I'd like to say thanks to all my viewers out there, as well as thank you to all my YouTube lovers out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's right. You're going to go to I Am Kenny D and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. And before we let you go, we'd like to thank the one and only Dutch, the creator, for blessing us with his presence. All right. See you next time on Pimp Game. You don't want to miss it. Holla.
Audio Jungle.